Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of 100% walkthrough for Wuchang. So we made our way to the second shrine of the game, and you see the red building over there. We are going to make our way over there eventually. That is Shoe Sanctum, which everybody is going to, so we have to go there. Let's put down this ladder and climb down. Nothing here, and we are going to have our very first spell of the game, magic. So there are three kinds of spells. One does magic damage, one does feathering damage, which is eventually red colored. You will get to know about it when we learn about it. And the third one is others. It's called others, literally called others. Yeah, so this is our first. These give you skyborn white, by the way. So the way you cast magic in this game is, you can see there is a magic icon next to our weapon icon in the lower left corner of the bar, and you can equip what magic spells you want. Up to 4 spells can be equipped. Same logic applies here. You cast magic by pressing the Y or triangle button, and you can use the left button on the D-pad to select which magic to use. Since we have only one weapon, you cannot switch it right now. And if you want to cast any magic using the shortcut, you have to press and hold the Y or the triangle button, and then use LT, LB, RB or RT to use the respective spell. You can use the equivalent. By the way, do we have? Yeah, we do. So we had picked up this lantern, which is going to be useful. So I'm not gonna put it on our equipment slot. I'm just, every time we need to use a lantern, I'm gonna use it from the equipment menu. This basically gives light to, you know, not very lit areas like the caves.
Your riches are mine.
Alright, pick this up. Red mercury sprout. Budding red mercury. Now we are gonna get our first boss fight eventually, but before that, let's talk about the plunging attack. In fact, before that, we need to get this loot, so we're just gonna walk slowly. And the way you walk slowly is just tilt your left stick forward a little bit. Now we're going to talk about the plunge attack. When you are in the air, press your light button, it will do a plunge attack, and since we are doing it from behind, it will break the enemy and open it up for the crit attack. So move forward, attack. That's your plunge attack. And we are going to oh, we didn't rest at the shrine. We should have rested at the shrine. Okay, now we cannot go back to the shrine, but it's fine. So this is your first boss fight. It's a very easy boss. It's actually an enemy with an health bar. The way you fight is the same. Get behind and do heavy attack to break the enemy stance. Like this, they are also even telling you through this tutorial. So just get behind and... oh shit, not forward. We are gonna go behind and then do charge hell. It's a very easy boss, as you can see. Repeat, rinse and repeat. The only thing is, initially with the less stamina, the axe might seem very slow, because you will mostly be out of what, you are not gonna attack me or what? Shit, I dodged behind. Enough. Let me please attack so that I can go behind. Alright, she's dead now. And you get your first benediction. Benedictions come in 3 types: oath, wisdom, and memory. I'll talk about each of them later, but for now they treat them as gems that can be equipped on top of your weapon. The different kinds of benedictions can be clubbed together for some special effects. We'll talk about that when we get related benedictions, but for now this benediction is Skyborn Might, reduces damage taken over for a time, which is actually good. Not bad at all. It's a very good benediction. Now let's go this way to pick up our first, I think it is for Forgotten Remembrance. Yeah. So Forgotten Remembrance is basically going to be used for your what do you say, mana charges, basically your healing flasks, which we can access through the I forgot to mention there is ambush here. I think we might be dead. Anyway, we don't have healing, so we might die. We should have healed at the shrine, but anyway, it's fine. Faint red feather for upgrading weapons. Now I think we can upgrade our weapon to +1, but whatever is the case, so I was talking about Forgotten Remembrance. We'll see how we can use that at the level. Jumping around, a lot of jumping around these guys do, so be very careful. They are pretty nimble. Initially the axe might look very heavy and very stamina extensive, but it's I mean, as soon as you get the perk of getting some stamina back on the third hit, it is gonna feel very good. So that was the spear that we just picked up. This is the way forward. So we are gonna pick up our first armor set, and we are gonna equip it actually, but give me 1 second. This is the plate in the ground is the what do you say, trap. There are a lot of traps in this game, by the way. Alright, I think, can we use something else for healing for now? Maybe it can build up corruption, that's fine. Yeah, I think let's first use this one for full healing, and then we can put some pills. Problem is that it causes corruption buildup, so we'll try to not use it, but if required we'll use it. I would like to go to the shrine, so we need to go first this way. Annoying little bugger. Anyway, we'll get to him when we get to him. Soft rush is for increasing your stamina recovery speed. That's what that is for. Now we can go here. These guys are actually, they shoot at you, so you have to be careful, and the bullets do a lot of damage in this game. You will take a lot of damage. So this is the guy who dropped from above. He took fall damage, as you can see. First we'll go to the right, then we'll that side there is a shrine and some enemies, but first we'll go to the right. do not walk past these guys because yeah, these jars are flammable, so you'll take a lot of damage if you are caught in those jars. Like I said, you'll take a lot of damage if you're caught inside those jars. So that guy hit the jars, we are near the jar, so if you know, died, but it's fine. I think we did not have much healing as well. We are gonna rush through. One mistake we did is we did not heal here at the shrine. We did not enter the dream to reset the state. Anyway, so we'll just rush through the section because we have picked almost all the things. Give me that. We can run past the enemies. We don't really have to kill them again, by the way. That's true for almost all the levels, even the end game levels where the enemies might be tougher. We can just run past. By the way, there is a loot here which I think I didn't pick it up earlier. Budding red mercury, so nothing very important. Everything important will cover. Budding red mercury just gives you some mercury, which you obviously you don't really, I don't think you should care about those because that is just, this guy we will kill because these enemies are annoying and they can do range damage. Go to the right. By the way, we'll talk about picking up the currency that you drop. Every time you die, you will drop your red mercury that you have collected so far by killing enemies, and it will be dropped and, you know, shown as this blue, you know, black circle with the blue outlining, as you can see. So we'll have to go there, press the A button on Xbox and you know, X button on PS5 to pick it up. Oh my god, you annoying little bitches. Oh, we don't have. Alright, I'll take care of you first, you know, just in case. Let's break these jars first so that they can't do much damage to us. Out of stamina. Take the loot. Yeah, so we got our mercury back, which we dropped here by pressing the A button. Same. Now if you have madness, if your gauge on the left side, you can see now that the gauge is slowly filling up with red color. Once it is full, and if you die when you have madness on you, there is some mechanic called inner demon. Mimic, you can say, of Wuchang will spawn at that point where you have where you died, and you have to kill that demon to get your mercury back. Once you die when your madness is at full gauge, basically when madness is inflicted on you. So if you die to that demon, you will lose your red mercury, but if you don't die to that demon, you'll get your mercury back. By the way, these are traps which you can use. Them. Basically, you can lure enemies into these traps and get them to damage themselves like that. Oh, that is some bug, I believe. I want to be able to swing my fourth attack because that gives 3 skyborn might, you know. But we don't have enough stamina. Ah, what a waste. You can see how you yeah, there it is. All right. Now By the way, what is the weapon skill? Okay, I see. Yeah. Alright, so what I think we didn't talk about what we got there. Fire loader seed is basically it cures burn. The boss that we are going to face now does burn damage, so this can come in handy. Other than that, what did we pick? Forgotten Remembrance we talked about. Lost package we already picked up. Peachwood amulet is something that we need to give to the mother. Spear we picked up. This is the new set, which has does not have better burn resistance, so we are not going to equip it. But what I'm going to do is we can transmog it. So we can transmog in this game any armor from the get-go. The way you do it is press Y or triangle here, and then it will show you the alternative form that you can take. So we are going to use the new outfit, which is pretty sexy, by the way. And this is what you have for the leggings. And this is our new set. Pretty good, right? Yeah, look at that. Very, very nice. All right. Now let's go further.
Time to send you to the afterlife.
All right. Something is coming from behind. We could hear. Just be careful if they're of their jump attacks. They can grab you with that attack, and you know. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, and can do obnoxious amounts of damage. Oh my god, man, we are really short of stamina. All right. Now we have fire pot. So the game is trying to tell you that if you see enemies near these red what do you say, these red jars which are inflammable, you can throw something like a fire pot and kill them all like this. All right, so first thing is there is an enemy here. This was our weapon skill, not discipline skill. Discipline skill is block in this particular. By default, for X, discipline skill is going to be block, which you can change, of course, from the skill menu. Let's pick it up. Health pill, which is used for healing yourself. Banded leg grabs is another. So dark first edge is the one sword weapon. Let's talk about that. This is usually for magic builds. So one-handed swords are for magic, spears are more defensive gameplay, axe is more offensive gameplay, and longsword is best of all worlds, more balanced weapon. I would suggest to either go for X or either X or the sword if it is your first playthrough. Yeah, so go here, kill these two guys, and then get monkey pendant. Monkey pendant is basically, oh yeah, we picked up our pendant from that area, the other dead end we went to over there. So that was the pendant that we picked up, and burn resistance is required for this boss fight if you get hit by the boss. Power of throwables, since we do not have any other good pendant, so we are picking it up. Anyway, come here, pick this up. Nothing over here. One more autumn feather, so we will get it. And now there is an NPC here. Talk to him. He's Wuchang. He's also another important NPC which basically opens up the shop for you. It's not at the level of the other guy, Wuchang, or whatever that other guy's name was, but this also has a shop that we can use to buy stuff. Now we are gonna access the shrine. And what we are gonna do is first we are gonna level up. So we got 3 essence. Now we can work through. So I want this, of course, and then we can go for actually health. More health is better. Now you can see that I have 0 red mercury essence, and this node is still glowing up, which means we can upgrade it. So these are special nodes which are weapon upgrade nodes, and they don't need red mercury essence. They need different materials to level up. And you can see on the right hand side that it says costs faint red feather 2, so which we picked up on our journey till here. So we are going to upgrade it to 1. So we have now upgraded our weapon to +1, and we did not need a red mercury essence to upgrade it. It's just some important info to note about. Also, I'll explain, this node is very important. We'll pick this up, but first I think it's better to upgrade the weapon to +1 here. Then we are gonna also upgrade our I think what we can do is instead of upgrading that, I think better is we're really short of it. How much red mercury do we have, and how much do we need to level up? 775, which means we are some 250 short. Okay, we can make that happen. We picked up some red spots, right? So let's look at that. That is 1200, 400. I think we can pop 400 and then level up. Why I'm level upping and not resetting the points here is because this node is important, and because you get more skyborn might. Skyborn might is now increased to level 2, so you have now 2 feathers instead of 1, and you can stack up to 2 skyborn mites. And other thing is that it opens up these 2 things which are very important nodes. The upper node is to increase the number of flasks that you have to heal yourself, and it increases, and the bottom one increases the amount of health that you will recover from each flask. So if you remember, we picked up Forgotten Remembrance after killing that easy boss, that lady. So we are gonna use that here. It works the same way as the node for weapons. It doesn't cost you red mercury essence, but the materials that are required to upgrade this. So now we have 4 flasks to heal ourselves. All right, so far so good. And now we can enter the dream and rest, which will replenish our flasks, healing flasks, and it will also give other things as well. Now before we go to the boss, which is straight up ahead, we are gonna do one more thing. Be careful of them, they can do a grab attack. Oh, just saved. He was about to do the grab attack on us. So if they grab you, they can actually do a lot of damage. There is one guy over here, kill him. A heavy attack of axe is very good actually, because it almost, for the first time, it almost always make enemy fall on their feet. And this is Lost Remains. Lost Remains, as I was talking about, is gonna increase the health you will recover from each flask. So I'll go here, kill the enemies here. There are 2 enemies here. As you can see, he's doing grab attack. He can do a lot of damage with grab attacks. Okay. Pick the purple camellia. Purple camellia is used for basically getting rid of corruption, which we are not gonna use. And talking about the lantern fruit, it reduces the stamina cost for a short time, so very useful stuff if you're running axe. But I don't think these, because these give temporary buffs, I don't think those are really required. Because you never know when they run out of time in the middle of a boss fight or fight, and you are actually stuck with less stamina. But anyway, to talk about charge heavy attacks, basically the game is trying to tell you that you're getting to this is just telling the story of Lightzen temple. Okay, and this is golden bowl, which is basically given to that particular merchant which I was talking about, the Wuchang, which we just talked to, the NPC, and it opens up the new inventory for from him to buy stuff. This is the boss fight, so we are gonna come back here. We are gonna go back, talk to Wuchang. We also gonna spend our lost remains which we found from that chest over there, and after that we are gonna come back to the boss, and we're gonna talk about how to kill that boss. It's a very easy boss fight. So how much do we need to level up? Some 250 short, so we are gonna level up. We can use, do not be afraid to use your mercury points and things like that, because I think initially we can use as much as we want, right? Because it's gonna level up our character even further. So you can see we got 2 points now. So this is the lost remains we were talking about. So our health recovery has also increased. We can go here to get another skyborn might, but for now it is okay. I want to work over here, earth shatter, which is a very, very useful skill. So I'm gonna work over till here. And how much do we need? 829, and we have 161. I think we can still make 700 more, right? Let's see. With that red mercury we have 400, 200. Yeah, I think we can. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do as much as we can to level up. All of you guys should have it, so there is no, do not be afraid in popping these up in the early game, because in early game you can easily get enough levels. Get that too. Beautiful. So this is the discipline skill which we just unlocked, and now we can change the discipline skill on the X from the block, which is the default skill for X weapons, to earth shatter, and it costs us 3 skyborn might. So but we don't have 3 skyborn might. To have 3 skyborn might, we have to go to this level to stack up to 3 skyborn might. So we are here. We need 4 more points, which I don't think we have, but it's fine. We need 1000. Yeah, we are not gonna make it. So and we need 3 Skybound Might for that attack. So what I am gonna do is I'm gonna change the discipline. We're hardly gonna use it, so in this boss fight, so yeah. Anyway, we can run past these guys. To the boss. Now before we go and tackle the boss has 2 phases. Once you, I think, get 50% of his health, he's gonna start doing AoEs with fire. So that's why we have this pendant on, which has increased our burn resistance. But better is to avoid, keep distance in second phase. But the strategy is pretty simple: get behind him, watch for his attack. He has a running attack, he'll run at you and then push his weapon up, and you can get behind him and punish him with a heavy. So the strategy is gonna be same: get behind because it's a humanoid enemy, and do a heavy attack and
Mountains near, rivers yield, eons pass. You don't deserve it. Time to die.
Alright, so an easy boss fight which you should be able to tackle. Get behind him, do heavy attack, you'll open up him for crit and do damage, and maintain distance in second phase, that's all. Now this also gives access to a very wonderful system in the game called tempering. Tempering is basically equipping different needles to give different buffs to your weapon. Now you can select which weapon to apply tempering to by pressing Y or triangle. As you can see on the top right, we are able to switch between the weapons since we are using X. Actually you can equip it on both of them, but we are gonna equip that on both of them. So we get access to, after beating the boss, we get access to this bone needle flame which buffs your weapon's fire attack power. So we are gonna apply it to both X and sword. Basically it's shared between both weapons. You can change different acupoints and you can gain access to the third and fourth, which are currently logged by going into the skill points. But for now, tempering is a consumable item. It's of limited charges. I think by default it starts with 1, and then at the end of the game you will have 3 charges, so you can buff your weapon with this particular tempering when you are facing a difficult enemy.
Feathering isn't about possessing it. It's about understanding it.
Now you can check here the memorial tablet of his wife, things like that. And now we are gonna go back. We have already looted that. So the boss also gave us key to the next area. So it's locked by the door. We'll go through there to the next region, but before that I want to talk to this guy first.
Well, I'll be sure. This is not Mark. This town's gone.
And
This town's gone.
that's it. And every time we kill a boss, we have to come back and make sure that we can teleport to we come to teleport and we see if anybody wants to talk to us. If anybody wants to talk to us, there will be this grayed out image of them. For example, at Reverend Temple, this Taoist wants to talk to us, so we'll go there. But in a minute, we have added temper to this menu where you can change the tempering for your weapon. So you don't change the tempering without the shrine. So in shrine you have the menu and you can change the tempering. And we will equip the temper. So this is the temper which I'm talking about. You can equip it onto your quick slots. This will basically so you can now press square to access tempering and it will buff your weapon with fire. Alright, with that out of the way, let's teleport to the guy who wants to talk to us. So every time we kill a boss, it changes the state of the system, it states of the NPC, and somebody would eventually want to talk to you after a certain state has changed. That's a good idea to just take a look at the teleport menu and identify if any NPC wants to talk to you.
With your skill, if you find anything that could help.
So let's go. Oh yeah, Taoist is actually down below, my mistake. He's not here, he's by the tent.
Young lady, first feathers start growing. Lucky for your sim, it's utter
So, not so important NPC, you can talk to him as well.
I've been hurt the priest if you're still kicking.
Yeah, so not important here as well. Let's these NPCs, actually this guy you can talk to after killing a boss. I'll tell you which boss. I think it's, in fact, it might be the next boss that we tackle, but We can then talk to this guy to get another pill, special pill, but not that great. So yeah, talk to this guy. He wants to talk to us.
Well, if you seek out.
Yeah, so anyway, exhaust his dialogue and then we are good to go and proceed to the next region, which is the Shoe Sanctum. Alright, I think this is a good time to wrap up this episode. We will cover the Shoe Sanctum in the next episode. That place is gigantic, might take 3 or 4 episodes. I don't know how much episodes it will take, but we will going to cover. As you can see, that guy is knocking on the door. We are gonna go through that door in the next episode, guys. So I'll see you in the next one, guys. Till then, bye bye.